as I talked about earlier, City Open starts this weekend. And last week, I talked to you about the City Taste of Tennis. So today, our managing editor, Misha Green, is live at Flavorture with Chef Mac, who will be sharing some of his favorite meals, his cuisine that will be featured during the City Taste of Tennis. Hey, Misha.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here live on location at Flavorture. And first of all, I get to chat with Crystal Freeman of AYS Sports Marketing, they are the producers for the City Taste of Tennis.
Yes.
Got to get it all out. City Taste of Tennis, which is the kickoff of the awesome City Open, and this is the DC one. Let's get it right. Which is from July 30th to August 7th. But we're here to talk about the Taste of Tennis, which I am ecstatic about. So, Crystal, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, I know that you all have been working really hard to bring the City Taste of Tennis to multiple cities around the country, but we're super excited because you're here in the nation's capital.
Yes, we are.
Tell us a little bit about the City Taste of Tennis, what it is, and how folks can tap in here in DC.
Yes, no, absolutely. Thanks again for having me. Yes, the City Taste of Tennis is a global lifestyle event that precedes the major tennis tournaments around the world. So we are in DC this week to kick off the Mubadala City DC Open. So we're the official player party, the City Taste of Tennis is of that. And we're excited for that. So we try and bring the best of the best culinary talent in the locales where we are, and marry that with the tennis players who are participating in the tournament during that week. So that's what we're doing here in DC. Plus, we're sprinkling it with a little of the live entertainment flavor and some signature cocktails from our partners. But we could only do this with our partners, and Citi is our presenting one, our title sponsor. So we're very grateful for that, but excited to be here in DC.
Well, we're excited to have you. It's at Levy this coming Sunday, July 30th from 7 to 10. And as you talked about, there are a lot of local flavors, a lot of local chefs and mixologists that we'll be able to tap into. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect this year at Levy?
Yes, absolutely. We will have that star power of chefs. Flavorture being one of them, sure, with Chef Mac and Chef Pinky. We're very excited about that. They participated last year too. So we kind of keep the good ones, to keep coming back. So we're happy for that. But yeah, so just from the door, you're gonna just be wowed by the ambiance and everything of the site, the venue with Levy, and you'll get smacked in the nose with the lovely flavors the chefs will be preparing right there. So it's a really good atmosphere just to get up close and personal with the chefs that you don't necessarily see when you're dining in their restaurants. So you get to know them a little bit better that way. But also while you're moving across, the layout to different stations to taste the lovely food, you could bump into some of the tennis players who are participating in the tournament this year. So that's like a unique thing for sure. So definitely keep your eyes open, like when you come, and then don't forget the libations that you could have. We're having some espresso martinis with Segafredo coffee. Boss, they're gonna do some bling bling stuff with with some bedazzling.
So because the bottle is already quite fancy, there's gonna be more bling.
Yes, the bedazzle. It will be bedazzled. It will
Truly bedazzled, will. Boss.
Right.
Oh, I have to see this.
Yes, no, for sure. And we have some Caribbean flavors too coming in with St. Lucia Tourism Authority. They're going to be here in Barbados also, and we have Zonin. So if anybody wants a little bit of bubbly, we can do that. We have hosts that night too, so we'll be keeping us in line. And we, like the players to feel at home. So our host is Nick Monroe. He's a former player and coach, and he's on the Tennis Channel. Love Nick, so he'll be there. He'll be there too.
So, I love that it gives people the opportunity to interface with the tennis players, see the kind of foods they like, and some of the things that get them excited before a full week of playing and really showing us their gifts and talents and sharing it with the people here in DC at the City Open here. But my question is, how do we get the marriage that we have here of food and sports? It seems so perfect, but where did that idea come from and how do we see it play out on Sunday?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Taste of Tennis has been around for almost 25 years now. When it first started, it was a local professional tournament came to us and was looking to jazz up the player party. So through much think tanks that we had, we were like, what do players like? Where they need some good food to like fuel their body so they can perform well. And they don't have time when they're in the locales to like scout out the right places and everything. So long story short, we kept thinking about that. We were like, taste tennis, and then taste of tennis was like born. But yeah, like lovely partners like Citi now, so it's a Citi Taste of Tennis, our presenting sponsor, title sponsor. So that's how it is. But we want the players to feel at home in the locales where they are. So we're here, and that's why we capitalize on the local talent. We have kept Chef Kevin Tien, who's our headline chef. He will be speaking doing a fireside chat with Jessica Pagula, who's the number one, who's at like the top five tennis players in the world right now in doubles and singles, the number one ranked American player. So that's good. And we've had Francis Tiafo, who obviously is in the area,
Yes.
and Christopher Eubanks, frequents our events too. So that's how we kind of like married it. The players love the food and everything like that. We're just giving them a shortcut to find out where the best places to go in the areas.
And for me, I think of all of the amazing folks like you out there who might be going to just get all of this amazing food and tap in before this week long tournament. It seems like a great opportunity for folks to learn about food in their locales. Have you all seen that as you go from different cities where guests have sometimes not been to some of the restaurants you're
Absolutely.
introducing?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Especially because there's new restaurants popping up all the time. But then we kind of get comfortable in our routines. That this is like our hometown.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily venture out a little bit, but yes, that's why we pick people. The chefs in different areas. So we have Chef John Mooney, who's been with us for a while. He's in Bidwell, so he's in Union Market. We have Chef Shayla, and she's with Castile and Rendezvous in a different
Yes.
location, and then here, with Flavorture and everything. It's really a focus of ours
Yeah.
to just try to bring the community together in this lovely event. It's really like laid back. I mean, you don't see the tennis players necessarily in this environment and everything, and even the chefs. They like to network. At like a nice event where they don't have to be like on like it's a business thing. They can like let their hair down a little bit
Yeah.
here. So that's how we put it together.
Oh, this is so exciting. The Citi Taste of Tennis, July 30th at Levee from 7 to 10 p.m. You get a great view. Get a wonderful, wonderful food and drinks. You maybe get to interface with some of your favorite tennis stars as well as chefs in the area. Before kicking off the Mubadala City Open from July 30th to August 7th. Oh my gosh, I tried to pack in so much information, y'all. But you know what we're also here to do? Let's taste some food.
Let's do
How's that sound? Okay, so I'm letting our producer know I am taking the trek across the restaurant here at Flavorture in the Woodley Park area. Go ahead across. And yay, we made it. Here with Chef Mac. Now, I'm also going to try to go on my iPad to try to get you all some up close and personal views of this food. But as we get the technology going, Chef Mac, how are you doing today?
Doing great, doing great, doing great. Excited to be on the show. Excited to be a part of the event on Sunday. Excited for you guys to be here.
I am more than excited that you have us here today. Chef Mac is the owner and head chef here at Flavorture in the Woodley Park neighborhood. You all have to come and check it out. It is a beautiful location, great ambiance, and it's looking like amazing food. Thank you so much. How long have you all been here?
We did our grand opening in February, so it's coming up approaching 6 months. We're now half the year mark as the first black-owned restaurant in Woodley Park. So we've been making strides to try to get people in, enjoy the food, and meet people, and be able to bring the community in, and be able to bring an atmosphere and a dining experience that hasn't existed here in about 20 years.
Well, we are so happy that you're here and not only giving the community some amazing food, but also tapping in to the larger community in DC as well as the sports community this Sunday at the Citi Taste of Tennis. And y'all, I hope that you can see how on brand Chef Mac is with his Citi Taste of Tennis swag. But tell us a little bit about why Flavorture is tapping in. I know this is your second year, but tell us a little bit about how you got involved before we get into this long-awaited.
So we got involved last year. Crystal reached out, because we were one of the up-and-coming restaurants here in Woodley Park. They actually did it at a location that was walking distance from our up-and-coming opening restaurant, and it was the best.
Nisha and Chef.
Yeah.
We're having a bit of a problem hearing Chef. So if we can kind of get him to either.
Yep. What I'm going to do actually is now put him here on the iPad. I love that our One TV family.
Oh, yeah, this is great. So, this is live TV.
Here.
So, okay. Oh, Lordy. So it sounds like we have lost you all together. We can't hear any sound. And so we're having a little technical difficulty here.
Wait. No.
There you go. Kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sherry had to bring us into location. So we're here and ready. Okay, there we go. So
all right.
You can't hear me. I mean, you can't see me, but you can talk to Chef Mac. There we go.
So
okay.
This is our second year at Taste of Tennis, and we were brought in with the help of Crystal. We were in one of the newest restaurants here in Woodley Park, which is directly across the street from the old location. So we had opportunity to network and meet a lot of great chefs and restaurants and people who were traveling across the globe for tennis and just entrepreneurs. Wine tasting. We had amazing wine tasting and wine bottles last year, so we're excited to be able to be offered and invited back this year. So we're looking forward to being down at the wharf at La Vie, which is a beautiful location sitting over top of the water. So we're just here to be able to communicate and be able to commune with the community.
Yes, well, we're so incredibly thankful. I'm going to go ahead and put, actually, no, I don't need the mic on. Y'all can see me here, and then we can go here. Tell us a little bit about some of the food that folks can taste at the Citi Taste of Tennis this year from Flavorture.
So we're doing two items this year to Taste of Tennis. One is our short rib sliders. It's a beef short rib sliders, about a 12-hour braise on a short rib slider. It has a nice cabbage slaw with a deep fried pickled red onion. And then the other is a vegan. It's a vegan option. We have a vegan egg roll, which is a plant-based vegan ground. We have a sesame ginger cabbage slaw, and then we have a vegan Thai chili sauce over top. So those are the two items we'll be featuring on Sunday. I mean, alongside of everything else that we have here, those are two things that we're going to be featuring this Sunday.
Okay, so y'all know I'm very excited to taste some of the flavors that you're going to have on Sunday, but Chef Mac, it looks like you brought out the whole kitchen. Is this? I'm just so amazed. Tell us a little bit about some of the other menu items here at Flavorture.
So some of the other items here, we just brought out some of our staples, some of our fan favorites. We have a grilled lobster scampi, which is one of our favorites. It's a seafood-based dish. We have our
I need to make sure that the folks can see that beauty. Oh, my goodness.
So we have an 8-ounce lobster tail over top of 4 ounces of jumbo lump blue crab meat. That's inside of there. And then to the right of that, we have our grilled rosemary lamb chops. Um, these are marinated and braised for 72 hours before it ever hits your table. So before we ever cook them, we marinate it for 72 hours to be able to engulf the most flavor we can. Over here to the right, I don't know how many people actually enjoy oysters, but these are Chesapeake oysters with our Cajun garlic butter cream sauce underneath with jumbo lump crab over top. So, we're trying to provide the most dishes we can to be able to provide the neighborhood with options they never had before. So,
Awesome. Well, I think it's time to do some taste testing. So I'll let our producer know that you can come back on our other camera. And I am going to mute on here. Okay, we are back. I hope that you all can hear me. We don't want the too much feedback, we'll say. But also, you don't want to hear me chewing because I'm about to go in. Chef Mac, where should I start? Should I start with Sunday's flavors or
start with Sunday's flavors.
Okay. All right.
Start there.
So Misha, we want to see you really we don't want to see you really get down. We want to give you the chance to really get down. You go ahead and take that first bite. So jump back over to Misha to find out if she has how she's been enjoying her meal there at Flavorture. Is Misha, you there?
I am so here, clearing the food out of my teeth. So apologies to all those if you see us doing it. We have had a blast here at Flavorture. First of all, I just want to say on camera how inspired and proud I am of Chef Mac, who I know every day is putting in this labor of love in order to bring food to the community. So thank you again, Chef Mac. Now I have to say his food. Whew. I'm so happy I worked out this morning. It is delicious. You can taste every single flavor he puts into the items on top of the love and care that's in every bit of the food. So y'all won't have this at Taste of Tennis, but you got to come back for the oysters. Oh my goodness, so delicious. I haven't tried the lobster pasta, it's lobster crab and other goodness, but I'm trying that in a second. But everything here has been so amazing. I have to tell you all, both Crystal and I said we wouldn't have started with the vegan egg rolls, and I mean the again every single bit in that egg roll was just so incredibly tasty and flavorful. And I don't. Is it fair to say I had no idea it was vegan? Because I really did.
I get it
all the time, though. We get it all the time.
Yeah, it feels offensive to say that because I know that there's amazing, good quality food, and that's being offered, and for vegan, for those who are vegan out there, from those like me who just want to make sure we're eating healthy. So thank you so much, Chef Mac, for everything. Crystal, any last words? How we can tap in again to the Citi Taste of Tennis?
Yes, yes. There are still tickets available, so just go to tasteoftennis.com to get your tickets and hope to see you at Woodby at the Citi Taste of Tennis this Sunday, July 30th from 7 to 10.
Good food, good networking, some good drinks, and I know a great time this Sunday, July 30th, 7 to 10 at Levy. I'm also just excited about eating this great food and looking at the beautiful view of the city. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about the Citi Taste of Tennis. Thank you to Flavorture, to AYS, and all those who've made this event possible. Thanks to Citi. And of course, I can't wait to get my bedazzled vase. I don't know if we can get it in the shop, but let's make sure we shout them out as well. Thank you, Miss Denise, for letting me have such a fun assignment today.
Oh no, I'm going to catch up with you. Where's Flavorture located? We want the address.
Matt, tell us. I know it's not in the Whitley Park area, but I want to give the exact location.
So we're directly in the Woodley Park area, 2609 24th Street Northwest. So we're directly a half a block away from the this Woodley Park Zoo Metro, and we're half a block away from the zoo itself. So we are located with the easy accessible by Metro and by train. So 2609 24th Street Northwest.
And your hours?
The hours we open Monday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to midnight, and then Sunday we offer a brunch from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
All right. Okay. So it sounds like, I mean, this is really like a triple whammy here. We've got the taste of city. We've got an event that we can take advantage of. We've got a restaurant we can go check out that's not going anywhere after the city is finishes, and just great opportunity, Misha, with that water.
Yes.
Glad you're drinking water. Don't know if you had anything else while you were there. I didn't know if there were any inspiring
Oh,
drinks.
you know I
but...
will. Chef Mac is sending us with some boxes, Miss Denise. So
Okay.
I got you.
All right. Okay, go. Well, thank you so very much. And it was a great show. We really appreciate you all being with us. And we'll see you soon. Nice meeting you, Crystal.
I think it's a little bit of background noise, but everybody is so happy to meet you. And
No
thank
one.
you again.
Wonderful. All righty.